Are you ready to embark on a journey that promises to bring you peace, clarity, and inner strength? So you're in the right place. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by negative emotions, struggling to find peace amidst life's chaos? Perhaps you've wrestled with letting go of anger and resentment, wondering how to navigate through difficult times with grace. Well, get ready to discover the timeless wisdom of Buddhism, teachings that offer simple yet profound principles to help you stay calm and resilient, no matter what challenges come your way. In this video, we're going to explore 10 powerful Buddhist principles that have the potential to change your life for the better. These teachings aren't just abstract concepts. They're practical tools that you can use in your everyday life to find peace and fulfillment. From understanding impermanence to cultivating compassion, each principle offers valuable insights and transformative advice that can help you navigate life's ups and downs with ease. Whether you're dealing with stress at work, challenges in your relationships, or simply seeking more inner peace, these teachings have got you covered. But here's the thing, this isn't just another self-help video. We're not here to offer quick fixes or empty promises. Instead, we're inviting you to embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth, guided by the profound wisdom of Buddhist teachings. Our goal? To empower you with the knowledge and tools you need to live a more peaceful, joyful, and fulfilling life. And we're not just aiming for a few likes here and there. We're setting our sights high. Let's aim for 1,000 likes on this video, because we truly believe that the message we're about to share has the power to make a difference in your life. So, get ready to dive deep into the world of Buddhist wisdom. Get ready to explore new perspectives, cultivate inner strength, and unleash your full potential. And most importantly, get ready to experience the transformative power of these ancient teachings in your own life. Are you ready? Let's dive in and discover how to keep your inner peace, no matter what happens. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Let's make a difference together. Lesson 1. Understanding impermanence. In life, change is the only constant. Imagine a flower blooming in the morning, its petals vibrant and full of life, only to wither away by evening. That's impermanence in action. But impermanence isn't just about flowers. It's about everything around us, including ourselves. Understanding impermanence is like unlocking a secret to inner peace. And in this part, we're going to dive deep into this profound Buddhist principle. Think about the last time you experienced a major change in your life. Maybe it was a job loss, a breakup, or even just the passing of time. How did it make you feel? Often, change can be unsettling, leaving us feeling adrift in a sea of uncertainty. But what if I told you that embracing impermanence could actually bring you solace? Let's take a journey into the teachings of Buddhism, where impermanence is not just acknowledged but celebrated. The story of Kisa-Gotami, a grieving mother who sought solace from the Buddha, illustrates this beautifully. She was devastated by the death of her child, but through the Buddha's guidance, she came to understand that death is a natural part of life. This realization helped her find peace amidst her grief. Understanding impermanence can also shift our perspective on the world around us. Instead of clinging desperately to what we have, we can learn to appreciate the present moment fully. Every sunset, every laugh shared with a loved one becomes more precious when we realize that they won't last forever. But perhaps the most profound impact of understanding impermanence is its ability to free us from attachments. How often do we cling to people, possessions, or even our own identities? By accepting that everything is temporary, we can release the grip of attachment and find true freedom. Embracing impermanence doesn't mean ignoring the pain of loss or change. It means acknowledging it, feeling it, and then letting it go. Just like the waves in the ocean, change ebbs and flows, but beneath it all, there is a deep sense of stillness. So, as we journey through this part, keep an open mind and a curious heart. Explore the idea of impermanence in your own life. How can embracing change lead you to a greater sense of peace and contentment? Join us as we unravel the mysteries of impermanence and discover its transformative power. Lesson 2: Letting go of attachments. The power of letting go. Attachments. We all have them, whether it's to people, things, or ideas. But what if I told you that letting go of these attachments could lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling life? It might sound counterintuitive, but in Buddhism, it's a fundamental teaching. The story of the raft. Imagine you're crossing a river, and you use a raft to get to the other side. Once you reach your destination, do you carry the raft with you everywhere you go? Of course not. You leave it behind because its purpose has been served. This simple story illustrates the importance of letting go of attachments when their time has passed. Release the weight. Attachments can weigh us down, causing emotional pain and suffering. Think about a time when you've experienced loss, whether it's a breakup or the loss of a cherished possession. Holding onto that pain only prolongs the suffering. But when we learn to let go, we free ourselves from that burden. Embrace freedom. Letting go doesn't mean we stop caring about people or things. It means releasing our grip on them and accepting their impermanent nature. When we do this, we open ourselves up to a world of freedom and possibility. Accepting change. Life is constantly changing. Nothing stays the same forever. By accepting this reality, we can navigate life's twists and turns with greater ease. Instead of resisting change, we learn to flow with it, embracing each new chapter as it comes. Build resilience. Letting go of attachments also builds resilience. When we no longer cling to people or things for our happiness, we become less vulnerable to life's ups and downs. We learn to stand tall in the face of adversity, knowing that our inner strength will carry us through. Deepen relationships. Ironically, letting go of attachments can deepen our relationships. When we release the need to control or possess others, we allow them to be themselves fully. This creates space for authentic connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Live with less fear. Attachments often stem from a fear of loss. But when we embrace impermanence and let go of our attachments, we live with less fear and more courage. We no longer fear losing what we hold dear because we understand that everything is transient. Find joy in the present. Letting go of attachments frees us to fully experience the present moment. Instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, we can immerse ourselves in the beauty of the here and now. This is where true joy resides. Appreciate what you have. When we let go of the need for more, we can fully appreciate what we already have. Whether it's a loving relationship, a fulfilling career, or simple moments of joy, we cherish these gifts without needing them to fulfill us. Discover inner peace. Ultimately, letting go of attachments leads to inner peace. By releasing the grip of attachment, we find freedom from suffering and discover a profound sense of tranquility within ourselves. This is the true essence of Buddhist wisdom. Conclusion. In conclusion, letting go of attachments is not easy, but it's worth it. By releasing our grip on people, things, and ideas, we open ourselves up to a life of freedom, resilience, and inner peace. So I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your attachments and consider what you might gain by letting them go. Lesson 3: Letting go of attachments. Unshackle yourself from the weight of attachments. In this fast-paced world, we often find ourselves clinging tightly to people, things, or situations. But what if I told you that letting go could set you free? Imagine a life where you're not weighed down by the burden of attachment, where you can find peace and happiness regardless of external circumstances. That's the power of letting go, a fundamental teaching in Buddhism that can transform the way you experience life. The heavy cost of clinging. Think about a time when you held onto something so tightly that it caused you pain. Maybe it was a relationship that had run its course, or a cherished possession that was lost. The truth is, clinging to these attachments only brings suffering. But it doesn't have to be this way. By understanding the temporary nature of everything in life, we can learn to let go gracefully. The liberating parable of the raft. Imagine you're crossing a river, and you use a raft to reach the other side. Once you arrive, do you continue carrying the raft with you, or do you let it go? The wise know that clinging to the raft serves no purpose once the journey is over. Similarly, attachments may serve us at one point, but holding onto them after their time has passed only holds us back. Embrace freedom through detachment. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means releasing the grip of attachment that causes suffering. It's about appreciating the beauty of a flower without needing to pluck it, knowing that its essence remains even after it withers. When we release our attachments, we also release the fear of loss, allowing us to live more fully in the present moment. Build resilience and adaptability. Life is ever-changing, and holding on to attachments only makes it harder to weather the storms. But when we embrace impermanence and let go, we become more resilient. We learn to adapt to life's twists and turns with grace and ease. Like a sturdy tree bending in the wind, we remain rooted in our strength, unbroken by the challenges that come our way. Deepen relationships with authenticity. Attachments often come with expectations, but true connection thrives in freedom. By letting go of the need to control others or situations, we allow for genuine, authentic relationships to blossom. We learn to love without suffocating, to cherish without possessing. In doing so, we foster deeper connections built on mutual respect and understanding. Find joy in the flow of life. When we release our attachments, we open ourselves up to the flow of life. We become like a leaf dancing on the breeze, embracing the journey with joy and curiosity. Instead of clinging to rigid plans or outcomes, we surrender to the beauty of the present moment, finding joy in the unexpected twists and turns. Simplify your life, amplify your joy. Letting go of attachments is not just about freeing ourselves from emotional baggage. It's also about simplifying our lives. By decluttering our physical spaces, schedules, and minds, we make room for what truly matters. We trade the weight of possessions for the lightness of being, finding greater joy and fulfillment in the simplicity of life. Embrace change with open arms. Change is the only constant in life, and those who resist it suffer needlessly. But when we let go of attachments, we embrace change with open arms. We become like the flowing river, ever evolving, ever adapting. Instead of fearing the unknown, we greet it as a friend, knowing that within every change lies the opportunity for growth and transformation. Release the past, embrace the present. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, but the present is where true freedom lies. By releasing our attachments to past regrets or future worries, we reclaim our power in the here and now. We let go of what no longer serves us, making space for new beginnings, new possibilities, and new joys. Experience true freedom. In the end, letting go of attachments is not just a practice. It's a path to liberation. It's about freeing ourselves from the shackles of desire, ego, and fear. It's about reclaiming our innate freedom to live fully, love deeply, and be authentically ourselves. So, I invite you to join me on this journey of letting go, where true freedom awaits. Lesson 4: Cultivating Compassion. Compassion, it's not just a word. It's a superpower we all possess within us. Imagine a world where kindness reigns supreme, where understanding replaces judgment, and where empathy heals wounds. That's the world we can create through the simple act of cultivating compassion. Think about a time when someone showed you unexpected kindness, how it lifted your spirits and warmed your heart. Now imagine being that source of light for others, radiating warmth and understanding wherever you go. That's the power of compassion. But what exactly is compassion? It's more than just feeling sorry for someone. It's about truly understanding their pain and wanting to alleviate it. It's about seeing the humanity in everyone, even those who may seem difficult or unkind. One of the most beautiful stories that illustrate the transformative power of compassion is the tale of Angulimala, the feared bandit turned compassionate monk. Despite his violent past, Angulimala found redemption through the kindness and understanding of the Buddha. This story reminds us that no one is beyond redemption, and that compassion has the power to change even the hardest of hearts. Imagine a world where we all approach each other with the same level of compassion and understanding that the Buddha showed Angulimala. A world where instead of judgment, there is empathy, where instead of anger, there is forgiveness. Cultivating compassion starts with small acts of kindness in our everyday lives. It's about smiling at a stranger, lending a listening ear to a friend in need, or simply holding space for someone's pain without judgment. But compassion isn't just about how we treat others. It's also about how we treat ourselves. We are often our harshest critics, but cultivating self-compassion means treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we offer others. Imagine a world where self-compassion replaces self-criticism, where we nurture ourselves with the same tenderness that we offer to our loved ones. That's the world we can create through the simple act of cultivating compassion. And the beauty of compassion is that it's contagious. When we approach the world with an open heart and a compassionate spirit, we inspire others to do the same. It creates a ripple effect of kindness and understanding that can transform communities and societies. So let's make compassion our guiding principle. Let's approach each other with kindness and understanding. And let's create a world where compassion reigns supreme. Together, we can make the world a brighter, more compassionate place for all beings. Lesson 5: Embracing Simplicity. Embracing simplicity is like finding a hidden treasure in the chaos of modern life. Imagine a world where instead of feeling overwhelmed by clutter and endless to-do lists, you feel light and free. That's the promise of embracing simplicity. Think about it. How often do we find ourselves drowning in stuff? Our homes packed with things we rarely use, our schedules overflowing with commitments that drain us. It's exhausting just to think about it. But what if there was another way? Embracing simplicity starts with a mindset shift. It's about recognizing that happiness isn't found in material possessions or constant busyness. Instead, it's about finding joy in the little things, in moments of stillness and connection. Picture this: a clutter-free home where each item brings you joy, where you have space to breathe and think. Doesn't that sound inviting? By decluttering our physical spaces, we create room for what truly matters. But simplicity isn't just about tidying up. It's also about simplifying our schedules. How often do we say yes to things out of obligation, only to feel stretched thin and exhausted? Embracing simplicity means learning to prioritize our time and energy, saying no to what doesn't align with our values. And let's not forget about mental clutter. Our minds are constantly buzzing with worries and distractions. But by practicing mindfulness, we can quiet the noise and find peace in the present moment. Living simply also means being intentional with our resources. Instead of chasing after the latest trends or trying to keep up with the Joneses, we learn to appreciate what we already have. It's about finding contentment in the here and now, rather than constantly seeking more. Nature teaches us the beauty of simplicity. Have you ever taken a walk in the woods and felt a sense of calm wash over you? Nature has a way of grounding us, reminding us of what's truly important. So, are you ready to embrace simplicity? It's not about depriving yourself or living like a minimalist guru. It's about finding balance and peace in a world that's constantly pulling us in a million different directions. By embracing simplicity, we can cultivate a deeper sense of contentment and fulfillment. We can live with more intention and purpose, free from the burden of excess. So why not give it a try? Your future self will thank you for it. Lesson 6: Practicing Patience. Practicing patience, the key to inner peace. Patience is like a superpower that everyone can possess. Imagine having the ability to remain calm and composed even in the most frustrating situations. That's the magic of patience, and in this part of our journey through Buddhist wisdom, we'll uncover its transformative power. Picture this: you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. Your heart starts racing, frustration creeping in. But what if you could turn this moment of annoyance into an opportunity for peace? That's what patience offers. A chance to breathe, to find solace amidst chaos. In today's fast-paced world, patience often takes a back seat. We're used to instant gratification, quick results, and immediate solutions. But true wisdom lies in understanding that some things take time. Patience teaches us to embrace the journey, to appreciate each step, even when the destination seems far away. Think of patience as a form of inner strength. It's not about suppressing emotions or pretending everything's fine. It's about acknowledging the situation, accepting it, and choosing a calm response. By practicing patience, we cultivate resilience, becoming better equipped to handle life's ups and downs. Patience isn't just a virtue. It's a skill that can be honed with practice. Like a muscle, the more we exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Whether it's waiting in line, dealing with a difficult person, or facing setbacks, each moment presents an opportunity to flex our patience muscle. But practicing patience isn't always easy. It requires mindfulness, awareness of our thoughts and reactions. It means taking a pause, a deep breath, before responding impulsively. It's a conscious choice to remain steady amidst the storm. And the rewards of patience are immense. By staying patient, we cultivate peace within ourselves and harmony in our relationships. We become better listeners, more understanding friends, and compassionate partners. Patience fosters empathy, allowing us to see beyond surface frustrations to the deeper emotions underneath. Moreover, patience fosters self-compassion. It teaches us to be gentle with ourselves, to accept our flaws and imperfections. Instead of berating ourselves for not meeting expectations, we learn to treat ourselves with kindness, knowing that growth takes time. Incorporating patience into our lives doesn't mean passivity or resignation. It's about active waiting, trusting in the process while taking proactive steps towards our goals. Patience empowers us to persevere, to keep going even when the road ahead seems long and arduous. So, as we navigate the twists and turns of life, let's remember the power of patience. Let's embrace each moment with grace and resilience, knowing that within the depths of patience lies the key to inner peace. Together, let's cultivate patience and transform our lives for the better. Lesson 7: Finding Inner Strength. Strength isn't just about physical muscles. It's about the power within you, waiting to be discovered. Imagine facing life's challenges with unwavering courage, feeling confident in your ability to overcome any obstacle. That's the essence of finding inner strength, and it's a journey worth taking. Think about the times when you felt like giving up, when everything seemed too hard to handle. Now, imagine tapping into a source of resilience deep within you, a strength that keeps you going even when the road ahead is tough. That's the magic of inner strength, and it's something we all possess. In the story of the Bodhisattva's perseverance, we see an example of someone who faced countless trials and hardships, yet never lost hope. This story reminds us that inner strength isn't about avoiding difficulties. It's about facing them head-on with determination and resilience. Finding inner strength is a process, a journey of self-discovery and growth. It's about recognizing your own worth and believing in yourself, even when others doubt you. When you cultivate inner strength, you become like a tree with deep roots, unshaken by the storms of life. But how do you find this inner strength within yourself? It starts with self-awareness, understanding your own limitations and strengths. Then, it's about embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than obstacles to be avoided. Practicing mindfulness can also help you tap into your inner strength. By staying present and aware, you can navigate difficult situations with clarity and composure. Mindfulness teaches you to respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively, even in the face of adversity. Another essential aspect of finding inner strength is resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks stronger than before. Just like a rubber band, you stretch and bend, but you never break. Resilience is built through facing challenges and learning from them, emerging stronger and more resilient each time. But perhaps the most crucial element of finding inner strength is belief in yourself and your ability to overcome whatever life throws your way. When you believe in yourself, You become unstoppable, capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. So, how can you start cultivating your inner strength today? It begins with self-love and self-compassion, treating yourself with kindness and understanding. Then, it's about setting goals and taking small steps towards achieving them, building confidence with each success. Remember, finding inner strength is a journey, not a destination. It's about embracing the challenges, growing from them, and becoming the best version of yourself in the process. So, are you ready to tap into your inner strength and unleash your full potential? Lesson 8: Nurturing Gratitude. Gratitude, the secret to happiness. In a world bustling with chaos, where stress seems to be the norm and worries clutter our minds, there lies a simple yet profound secret to finding peace and happiness. It's called gratitude. Yes, you heard it right, gratitude. But what exactly is gratitude, and how can it transform our lives? Let's embark on a journey together to explore the immense power of nurturing gratitude in our daily lives. The magic of gratitude. Imagine waking up every morning with a heart full of gratitude, feeling thankful for the air you breathe, the sun that shines, and the love that surrounds you. Gratitude is like a magic potion that can instantly shift our perspective from lack to abundance, from despair to hope. It's a practice that allows us to recognize and appreciate the blessings, both big and small, that enrich our lives every single day. Count your blessings. Take a moment to reflect on your life. What are you grateful for? Perhaps it's the warmth of a hug from a loved one, the laughter of children playing, or the beauty of nature that surrounds you. No matter how challenging life may seem, there is always something to be thankful for. By focusing on the positives in our lives, we invite more joy, peace, and fulfillment into our hearts. Gratitude in action. But gratitude isn't just about counting our blessings. It's about expressing them too. Take the time to say thank you to the people who make a difference in your life. A heartfelt word of appreciation can brighten someone's day and strengthen the bonds of love and friendship. And don't forget to thank yourself too for your resilience, your strength, and your ability to keep going, even when the going gets tough. The ripple effect of gratitude. When we cultivate gratitude in our lives, something magical happens. It creates a ripple effect of positivity that extends far beyond ourselves. Our gratitude inspires others to count their blessings too, creating a chain reaction of joy and appreciation. It's like spreading sunshine wherever we go, illuminating the world with warmth and kindness. Gratitude transforms challenges. Even in the midst of challenges and adversity, gratitude has the power to transform our outlook. Instead of focusing on what's lacking or going wrong, we can shift our attention to what's going right and what we can learn from the experience. Every setback becomes an opportunity for growth. Every obstacle a stepping stone towards greater resilience. A grateful heart is a happy heart. Research has shown that practicing gratitude can have profound effects on our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. It boosts our mood, reduces stress, and improves our overall quality of life. A grateful heart is a happy heart, overflowing with joy and contentment, regardless of external circumstances. Simple ways to cultivate gratitude. So how can we nurture gratitude in our lives? Simpler than you think. Start by keeping a gratitude journal, where you jot down 3 things you're thankful for each day. Or take a gratitude walk, where you focus on the beauty around you and give thanks for the wonders of nature. You can also incorporate gratitude into your daily routine by saying grace before meals or sending thank you notes to those who have touched your life. Gratitude, your path to happiness. In conclusion, gratitude is not just a fleeting emotion. It's a way of life, a powerful tool that can transform our world from the inside out. By nurturing gratitude in our hearts, we invite more blessings, more joy, and more fulfillment into our lives. So let's make a commitment today to cultivate an attitude of gratitude and watch as our lives become brighter, happier, and more abundant than ever before. Remember, the more grateful we are, the more reasons we find to be grateful. So let's start counting our blessings and watch as the magic of gratitude unfolds in our lives. Lesson 9: Living in Harmony with Nature. Unleashing the power of nature. In the bustling chaos of modern life, have you ever stopped to marvel at the simplicity and beauty of nature? Imagine standing beneath a towering oak tree, feeling the gentle sway of its branches in the breeze. Or perhaps you've gazed in wonder at a vibrant sunset painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. Nature has a way of captivating us, soothing our souls, and reminding us of the interconnectedness of all living things. Nature's symphony. Listen closely to the symphony of nature. The chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, the gentle flow of a river. Each sound harmonizes with the next, creating a serene melody that speaks to our hearts. In nature's embrace, we find solace, peace, and a profound sense of belonging. Finding balance in nature's rhythm. Nature operates in perfect harmony, following its own rhythm and cycles. From the changing seasons to the ebb and flow of the tides, there is a natural order to the world around us. By aligning ourselves with nature's rhythm, we can find balance and serenity in our own lives, reconnecting with our roots. In our modern, urbanized world, it's easy to feel disconnected from nature. We spend our days surrounded by concrete jungles, staring at screens, and rushing from one task to the next. But deep within us, there is a primal longing to reconnect with the natural world, to feel the earth beneath our feet, to breathe in the fresh air, and to immerse ourselves in the beauty of the great outdoors. The healing power of nature. Nature has a profound healing power that can soothe our minds, bodies, and spirits. Studies have shown that spending time in nature can reduce stress, boost our mood, and improve overall well-being. Whether it's taking a leisurely stroll through the woods, meditating by a tranquil lake, or simply sitting beneath a tree and listening to the sounds of the forest, nature has a way of restoring us to our natural state of calm and balance. Cultivating gratitude for the earth. The earth provides us with everything we need to survive and thrive. Clean air, fresh water, nourishing food, and breathtaking landscapes. Yet, all too often, we take these gifts for granted, exploiting and abusing the natural world without a second thought. It's time to cultivate gratitude for the earth and all its wonders, to cherish and protect the precious ecosystems that sustain life on this planet. Living in harmony with all beings. In Buddhism, there is a deep reverence for all living beings, recognizing that we are all interconnected and interdependent. By living in harmony with nature, we honor this interconnectedness and cultivate compassion and respect for all creatures, great and small. Just as we strive to live in harmony with our fellow human beings, so too must we strive to live in harmony with the natural world. The call of the wild. Have you ever felt the call of the wild? The primal urge to wander, explore, and connect with the natural world? It's a feeling as old as humanity itself, reminding us of our innate connection to the earth and all its creatures. Whether it's hiking through rugged mountains, camping beneath the stars, or simply lying in a field and watching the clouds drift by, answering the call of the wild allows us to tap into something primal and sacred within ourselves. Preserving the beauty of nature. As stewards of the earth, it is our responsibility to protect and preserve the beauty of nature for future generations. This means taking action to combat climate change, preserve biodiversity, and conserve natural habitats. It means advocating for policies that prioritize sustainability and environmental stewardship. And it means making conscious choices in our daily lives to minimize our impact on the planet. Finding peace in nature's embrace. In a world filled with noise, distractions, and chaos, nature offers us a sanctuary, a place of peace, tranquility, and beauty. Whether we seek solace in the mountains, the forests, or the ocean, nature has a way of quieting our minds, soothing our souls, and reminding us of what truly matters in life. In nature's embrace, we find a sense of belonging, a connection to something greater than ourselves, and a profound sense of inner peace. Conclusion. In conclusion, Living in harmony with nature is not just a choice. It's a way of life. By reconnecting with the natural world, cultivating gratitude for the earth, and honoring our interconnectedness with all beings, we can find peace, joy, and fulfillment in every moment. So let us embrace the beauty of nature, protect and preserve it for future generations, and live in harmony with all creatures, great and small. Lesson 10: Living in harmony with nature. Living in harmony with nature. Have you ever stopped to listen to the whisper of the wind through the trees, or felt the soothing touch of sunlight on your skin? In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to forget the profound connection we share with the natural world. But embracing this connection can bring immense peace and fulfillment into our lives. Imagine waking up to the symphony of birdsong outside your window, feeling grounded by the earth beneath your feet as you take a leisurely stroll through a forest, or simply gazing up at the star-studded sky on a clear night. These simple moments of communion with nature have the power to rejuvenate our spirits and remind us of our place in the vast tapestry of existence. Living in harmony with nature isn't just about appreciating its beauty. It's about recognizing our interdependence with all living beings. Just as every leaf on a tree plays a vital role in the ecosystem, so too do we play a part in the intricate web of life. When we honor and respect this interconnectedness, we cultivate a sense of reverence for all living things. Nature teaches us invaluable lessons about resilience, adaptability, and the cyclical nature of existence. Just as the seasons change and the tides ebb and flow, so too do our own lives follow patterns of growth, decay, and renewal. By observing the rhythms of nature, we can learn to embrace change with grace and acceptance. Moreover, spending time in nature offers countless health benefits for our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Studies have shown that immersing ourselves in natural environments can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and boost mood and creativity. Nature serves as a sanctuary for our weary souls, a place where we can find solace and restoration amidst life's challenges. But living in harmony with nature isn't just about receiving. It's also about giving back. As stewards of the earth, it's our responsibility to protect and preserve the precious ecosystems that sustain life on this planet. Whether it's through conservation efforts, sustainable living practices, or advocating for environmental justice, each of us has a role to play in safeguarding the health of our planet for future generations. Incorporating nature into our daily lives doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Something as simple as tending to a potted plant on your windowsill or taking a short walk in a nearby park can foster a deeper connection with the natural world. By slowing down, tuning in, and immersing ourselves in the sights, sounds, and sensations of nature, we can rediscover the profound beauty and wisdom that surrounds us. So, I invite you to step outside, breathe in the fresh air, and open your heart to the wonders of the natural world. Let nature be your guide as you journey towards greater peace, harmony, and connection. Together, let's embrace the timeless wisdom of the earth and cultivate a more sustainable and fulfilling way of life for ourselves and for generations to come. Conclusion: transform your life with Buddhist wisdom. Conclusion: transform your life with Buddhist wisdom. So here we are at the end of our journey through the transformative teachings of Buddhism. It's been quite a ride, hasn't it? We've explored profound concepts, from impermanence to mindfulness, from compassion to simplicity, each offering a gem of wisdom to enrich our lives. But now, as we draw this journey to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned and how it can truly transform our lives. Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of calm and clarity, ready to face whatever challenges the day may bring. That's the power of understanding impermanence, knowing that change is inevitable and learning to embrace it rather than resist it. Mindfulness. What a beautiful practice. It's about being fully present in each moment, savoring the simple joys of life, and letting go of worries about the past or future. Just imagine the peace that comes from being fully immersed in the present moment, free from distractions and anxieties. And then there's compassion, the gentle force that softens hearts and heals wounds. By cultivating compassion, we not only alleviate the suffering of others, but also nurture our own inner peace and well-being. Imagine a world where kindness reigns supreme, where understanding replaces judgment, and where love knows no bounds. Simplicity. Oh, how liberating it is. Picture a life free from the clutter of unnecessary possessions and commitments, a life where less truly is more. By simplifying our lives, we create space for what truly matters: meaningful connections, inner peace, and a deep sense of contentment. Patience, the virtue that soothes the soul and calms the mind. Imagine facing life's challenges with grace and resilience, knowing that everything happens in its own time. With patience, we learn to trust the journey, to surrender to the flow of life, and to find strength in the face of adversity. And let's not forget about inner strength, the quiet power that lies within each of us. Imagine tapping into that reservoir of strength during life's toughest moments, knowing that you have the courage and resilience to overcome any obstacle. It's a feeling of empowerment like no other. Gratitude. What a beautiful way to nourish the soul. Imagine waking up each day with a heart full of gratitude, thankful for the simple blessings that surround you. By nurturing gratitude, we cultivate a positive outlook on life and attract even more blessings into our lives. Silence. Oh, how sweet it is. Imagine finding refuge in the stillness of the present moment, away from the noise and distractions of the world. In silence, we find clarity, peace, and connection to our true selves. It's a sanctuary for the soul, a place of deep healing and renewal. And let's not forget about nature, the ultimate teacher and healer. Imagine reconnecting with the natural world, feeling the earth beneath your feet and the wind in your hair. In nature, we find beauty, inspiration, and a sense of belonging. It's a reminder of our interconnectedness and our responsibility to care for this precious planet. So, my friends, as we come to the end of our journey, let us remember that the teachings of Buddhism are not just philosophical concepts, but practical tools for living a more meaningful and fulfilling life. By integrating these teachings into our daily lives, we can transform ourselves and the world around us. So, let's take these lessons to heart. Let's embody the wisdom of Buddhism, and let's create a world filled with peace, compassion, and joy. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and may your path be filled with light and love.